in the fight against ISIS. Do you see any willingness on the part of NATO members to do just that?
Well, I just met Secretary Tillerson, and we agreed that we should now ask our staffs to sit down and find a date which works for all 28 allies. So this has been a scheduling issue, and that kind of issues is possible to resolve. So I'm absolutely certain that we'll be able to find a date which works for everyone, so we will have all the ministers present at the next foreign ministerial meeting in NATO. Yes, absolutely, and we discussed different ways of doing that. This is everything from, cutting. We have already seen a very clear message from President Trump and from his administration. A very clear message about the US commitment, and I am absolutely confident that the United States remains committed to NATO, to the transatlantic bond, not only in words but also in deeds, because we now see an increased military presence of the United States in Europe. The United States is increasing its military presence in Europe with more forces, more troops, more exercises, more investments in infrastructure. So this is not only something they say, this is not only in words but also in deeds that the United States show their strong commitment to European security and to the transatlantic bond. I have stated very clearly that a strong NATO is important for Europe, but it's also important for the United States. 2 world wars and the Cold War have taught us that stability in Europe is important also for North America. And we have to remember that the only time NATO has invoked Article 5 of a collective defense clause was after an attack on the United States. So I welcome a very strong commitment from President Trump to NATO, but I also agree with him on the need to have more defense spending across Europe and Canada. I condemn the attacks we have seen in London, and I express my condolences to all those who have lost their loved ones. And I met Secretary Boris Johnson earlier today, and I also expressed my condolences to the people of the United Kingdom. All NATO allies stand together in the fight against terrorism, and we stand in solidarity with the United Kingdom.